Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mai, and for today's video, I have made this very luxurious, very beautiful oceanfront beach house in Tortosa. I built it on the beach lot that I think it's in the neighborhood that's like furthest south, let's say. And yeah, it's just a full-on beach lot right next to the ocean. And the original idea that I had for this build was that I wanted it to be a Pisces themed build for Pisces season. And that's actually why I built it in Tortosa, because I think Pisces are very romantic. And yeah, then I actually got a much bigger idea for zodiac themed builds. So I think I'm going to launch that series around Aries season, since that is the first sign in the zodiac. So keep an eye out for that. But pretty much I designed this originally for a Pisces. So it is very feminine, very airy, very light, pretty much just all things that I associate with a Pisces. And you must have seen, or you definitely saw, that I started, or I guess I completed the shell of this build before I started filming. And I'm pretty much just starting with the interior and the window placements. That is because it really took me a long time to figure out the right shape, and it just made the video a little bit too long. But I used at the front the romantic garden windows, and I also used the Strangerville windows because I feel like the shutters almost remind me of fish fins. So I thought that they were perfect for a Pisces themed build. Although of course I'm rebranding this as just a really great beach house. And here at the back, I used some archways from the industrial kit, and they're just so beautiful. Those arches are so gorgeous. They just look like big open doors, and I wish that we had more arches like that, or more doors in that style, because it's just, I don't know, it's stunning. But yeah, this is a 1-bedroom build, a 1-bedroom house. I just wanted it to be like just a getaway. Maybe it's just a romantic getaway for a couple. Maybe it's just a single sim that lives here full time, just living the dream of having the ocean right in your backyard. Ugh, I would die. Yeah, that's actually why the first little video that I included is just the view from the bedroom into the ocean. It's just, oh, it's stunning. I think it's the best part of this build. And for the master or the primary bedroom, I have this just open bathroom because I wanted to use that jacuzzi, and you'll see more of that later. And we are starting more on the furnishing now. This is the living room, and in here I wanted it to just be like a real mix of modern with still some classic touches. And over here in the back, I was going to put that record player on the actual entryway table, which I think is from the Basement Treasures kit. I really love that that entryway table, and I was going to put it on there, but I decided to leave it on this end table. And this lamp, I actually never use this lamp, and it has this floor lamp counterpart, and I don't really like using them on their own, but placing them together actually makes it look way nicer, and I'm probably going to be doing that a lot more. And this other lamp that I put behind the armchair is another one that I don't use too much. I think it's from high school years, but it worked perfectly in this space. And yeah, I also really love that kind of, I don't know if you would call it an ottoman, that small circular chair next to the armchair. I think it's from the For Rent pack, and I really like it. It comes in a lot of great swatches, and it just looked perfect as kind of both an end table and an ottoman, extra seating. And I just added a fluffy rug here. I have a lot of struggles with rugs in general, but also in this build, I really struggled with it. So you're gonna watch it, bear with me. But I also, included a lot of my indecisiveness in this video. I was talking to a friend, and they said that I should include more of that, because I usually try to edit it out because it's a lot. But I don't know, maybe it makes me more relatable. Let me know if you would rather see that indecisiveness, or if you'd rather I get rid of it, because I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot. And speaking of indecisiveness, picking a plant for this table was a mess, and to make matters worse, I end up changing it in post-production anyways, so yay me. And I use the chairs from high school years, which I don't think I ever use I just really liked the color. I liked the shape here. I thought that I thought that they just really worked, even though, yeah, I just never use them that often. And I do struggle picking a rug for this space as well, because I'm not anything if not consistent, at least when it comes to my struggles. And yeah, gosh, this was really difficult. I think I just end up using the exact same rug that I used in the living room, because it's way easier that way. And then I moved back to the plants. I am so sorry. This must be really, really tedious, but finally we've picked one. And here in the corner I put in this hutch from Base Game, which I think is really cute. I really like that kind of under the sea theme that those pieces have. And here in the corner, I just put this chair. I don't remember what pack it's from, but I placed this basket from Jungle Adventure, and it doesn't have anything in it. I just thought it looked cute in that corner. And we are starting now on the kitchen. I really like the way the kitchen turned out. It will change a lot. I was going to use these Base Game counters, but I end up changing it to, I think, the Home Chef Hustle counters. I do that a lot in this build, where I just kind of go back between more modern or more traditional. I was really trying to mix both, so it was really, I don't know, it was difficult to figure out like how much to put in of each thing, and yeah, or which one to use in each space. But yeah, I really, the layout of this kitchen is pretty interesting. It's a little bit blocky. I don't know, yeah, it doesn't really like flow into itself. It must be a little bit annoying to like walk back and forth, but I don't know, I didn't see this person as somebody who cooks a lot. And later on in this space, because while I was editing in post-production is when the new stuff pack came out. So I end up adding some shelves from it to the kitchen later on, and you will see that in the screenshots. And over here on the other side, I was going to put in a bar and a breakfast nook, but you'll see I tried putting both in, but it ends up just not looking right. It just felt too closed off. It felt a little bit too forced. I don't really know how to describe it. I mean, maybe you feel it too. So I try to just removed the bar, and I tried to make this breakfast nook with this table, which I think came in like a Base Game update, and then found, of course, even more swatch glitches, but it felt too round, if that makes sense. This whole space felt too round. You can see me trying it now. I thought maybe the table was the problem, because it was kind of like marble on marble, because the floor is marble and the table is marble. But oh, and then I make this kind of like, I put 2 of these bookshelves in, and to just kind of frame the table, and I think it looks super cute. It makes it like so much more cozy, and just feel a little bit more lived in, and less like showy, I think. I don't know. But yeah, it just looks really cute. I don't even know what pack those bookshelves come in, but they are really nice. And yeah, I end up changing that round table into this rectangular one you saw back there. It looks way nicer. I think it works way better in this space, not too round anymore. And over here I just add, I think, oh yeah, I put a little tea set there. And I am picking a coffee table for the living room. I think I just realized that I didn't have one. And I do end up doing that same pair from the tiny living. There you see it now. I did this in my last build, so I was trying not to do it again, but it does just look super great. And we have started on the bedroom now. I struggled with the bedroom as well, because why wouldn't I struggle with this bedroom? I was trying to go for the more glamour route in here, using this bed from the Modern Luxe kit. And I don't know, I really love this bed. I don't think there's enough swatches, but it is really nice. And yeah, I was just trying to figure out what about this was throwing me off, why it wasn't looking right for me. And yeah, just going back, switching swatches, trying to figure out a way to frame it. And I was trying to use like this, I think this wallpaper is from Spa Day, thinking maybe this will help frame the bed better. I tried adding columns and a spandrel, thinking that might help. And it really just like wasn't clicking into place for me. It just wasn't working. And I think I end up just like at one point just strip it down. Yeah, I tried this stone. Gosh, I was so lost here. I think it's that thing when I try to mix a lot of styles together, it just ends up overwhelming me because yeah, it's hard to do that. So I when I find this bed, I think it's when it all clicks for me. And yeah, I used this one from high school years. I thought at the beginning maybe it felt a little bit too casual, especially because the rest of the build and the rest of the house is so much fancier and yeah, a little bit more bougie. And I just thought maybe, you know, this bed made it seem a little bit too childish and not as sophisticated as the rest. But I do find a way to make it work because I just end up making the rest of the room a little more sophisticated. You can't really tell right now because I'm using a desk from high school years. But yeah, that also just ends up feeling way too casual and more just enforcing that, I don't know, simpler feel. So I switch it to the desk from Vintage Glamour, which is a really great stuff pack from back in the day. Comes with butlers, and I've always really loved it. And here behind the desk, you saw I struggled a lot with figuring out the layout. And yeah, I put in, I think it's called this like chaise style chair. And yeah, just giving it a little like end table and that tray from Book Nook that comes with a mug and an open book, which I love using everywhere in all of my builds. And we have started on the very painful rug journey for this space. I mean, it wouldn't really be one of my videos or one of my builds if I wasn't struggling with that. And as you can see, the patterns right now with this rug just clash a lot. So I do end up removing it. I don't remember at what point, but yeah, it wasn't working. And there you can see a guitar. I obviously, like, Pisces are very creative and also very musical, so I feel like they would have a guitar. And over here in the bathroom, just trying to place the sink and the toilet, I end up changing this completely in post-production. I just did not like the way that it turned out, and I really like that rug. I don't know if you saw the oval rug, but I wish we had more, like, yeah, this one. So I wish we had more rugs in this shape, but or maybe more swatches for this rug, because that shape works in so many places, but not always the style or the colors. And in this little corner, I'm kind of making like a open closet area, just like a dressing area. I'm starting now with some base game dressers and just trying to figure out just what style I want in here, the colors, and you know, you've got those two big windows, so you don't want to block them too much. And I also didn't like the way that that dresser before was kind of clipping into the column, so I end up just leaving this thinner dresser, a little bit smaller. Hopefully this isn't a person that likes to have a lot of clothes. And just on the other side, using that mirror from Jungle Adventure. I just love using that one in all of my builds. It, I don't know, it fits right in and just looks really cool. I also just love the angle of how it kind of just like leans on the wall. And of course you saw that little seat from For Rent. And here again, another rug situation. This is kind of where I realized that because of the way that the spaces were kind of connecting, that that other rug was just way too long. And it's not a like struggle that I have often where the rug is too big. Usually a rug is like too small for a space. So that was definitely a new struggle to encounter, because that's definitely what I need, more struggles to encounter. And I just end up placing yet another fluffy rug from City Living. I always size that up. You can fit this anywhere. I love it. And in this corner, I find this rug from Vintage Glamour, which works really great. And we have moved on now to the outside, which is probably the star of the show here. And just starting off with this like small eating area, and the porch just is too small right now, so I do expand it later on. And I love this little easel that I put in the corner right outside the bedroom. I can't imagine what it would be like to be standing outside watching the ocean and painting on that easel. That would be such a dream come true. And over on the table outside, I put a candle. I think it's from like backyard stuff, but I end up switching it to a lantern from My Wedding Stories, and it looks way better. And here I'm trying to place a hot tub. I was trying to place it on the bedroom side, but I end up switching it to this other side. The bedroom has that cool like open jacuzzi tub anyways, so I don't think that they need another hot tub right outside. So yeah, I place it more over on this side, and it just feels a little bit more public, a little bit more, I don't know, for like having friends over maybe. And yeah, I also love those lounge chairs. I think they're also from the My Wedding Stories pack. They look great. And yeah, finding some rugs to put around this space. I try to keep it a little bit symmetrical, like asymmetrically symmetrical, still balanced, but different. And here I start adding some more seating around. I put some benches, I think, yeah, over on each side there. And I do end up switching that to, I think, like a plant and the seat from For Rent again, because I just always finding new places to put that seat. And next to the barbecue, I'm looking here for the tongs from Perfect Patio, and I couldn't remember what pack it was from, because of course you need tools to barbecue. And yeah, just here's where I'm like really trying to make the rugs so perfectly balanced. Just perfectionism striking again. And I also use those like, I don't know, log art pieces on the walls. I think they're also from Perfect Patio, and I thought they looked really cute. And over here in the middle, I wanted to make this like larger seating area, and I start off using these Perfect Patio seats, and I decide partway through, I was like, I just didn't like them for some reason. I thought they weren't luxurious enough like the rest of the build, like they kind of stuck out a little. So I spend a really long time trying to find something else for this space, but I do give in and use these, and I do think that they look really cute. I mean, yeah, they're not, like, they're a little bit more like Costco furniture, which, nothing against Costco. I've had Costco furniture my whole life, but I didn't think that the person that lived here would have that kind of furniture. But turns out they do, and I think it looks great. I think the colors are great, and it just feels great for entertaining. And how many more times can I say great? But yeah, this, I think entire house is both perfect for entertaining, and I was about to say great again, but no, it's both perfect for entertaining and for your like introvert sim, because that's also what I thought. Like, a Pisces to me is both very very introverted, but still very social, and just loves having friends around. So I tried to make it like the perfect haven for both those personalities. And here at the front, I like realized that I totally forgot about the entryway. I just put in a couple plants. I end up switching, I leave these for now, but I end up switching it for the Jungle Adventure like big plant pots, and those look really good out here. And yeah, just putting in a bench, and I found those statues, and I thought they looked so nice, but they obviously didn't really work in this build. But I did make a mental note to use them again in the future. And because I was still like on the Pisces mindset, I was looking for fish to put around the house, like super vague, just trying to find something to make it feel a little bit more Pisces. And I did find those lights. I don't remember what pack they're from, but they look great. And I said it again, I need to put like a grate counter or something. But anyways, trying to figure out some landscaping, but it's like, what landscaping do you do on just a big sandy beach lot? So I also try to put some fencing around, but it just felt a little bit awkward because, I mean, you're right at the open ocean. It would be impossible to close this lot off fully without ruining your view of the ocean. So it is a very public lot. I think I'd have to keep an eye out for some trespassers that are definitely going to show up. And we are finally in the screenshots. There you can see any extra landscaping that I've added around in the mailbox before. Yeah, a lot of landscaping that I found on the Live Edit Objects menu that looks great. The lighting kind of makes the lot look weird. And the entryway, also this build is available on the gallery, and if you look it up, it's gonna have a very weird thumbnail on the gallery because this lot saves weird, but don't worry, it is this one and it looks great. And yeah, you can just see other little clutter pieces that I've added. Yeah, I don't think I changed too much. I love this painting from City Living. It has the 2 fish on it. I thought that was perfect for the Pisces theme. And there you can see the plant that I changed on the dining table with that gorgeous view of the ocean just right at your doorstep. It's so wonderful. And the living room just turned out so gorgeous too. Very open, very, very lovely. In the kitchen, I just added those shelves from the new stuff pack, and I love using those urns from Base Game. I think they look really cute in the kitchen. I don't know, maybe they're full of like tea bags or something, but they look so good. And here I also added the plant from the new stuff pack. I think it's really cute, looks really nice. I love how in this screenshot you can kind of like see through the archway to the living room. And this is just the guest bathroom. It does have a light in here, even though it looks a little bit darker, but yeah, and we are now in the bedroom. I added just some like debug underwater pictures in here as well, just to really push that ocean theme. And that bathtub, I can't even imagine sitting in that bathtub. And there you can see how I changed the bathroom almost entirely, even changed the rug. But yeah, like that view, you have the bathtub and that view, I can't, it's too much. It's so great. And yeah, just waking up in that bed. There's the little dressing area with the little seat that I love. And yeah, I kept it very minimal, not too cluttered. I didn't imagine that this person was a very cluttered person. So yeah, I kept it really simple. And I think also like that way it can be a little bit more versatile, maybe as a romantic getaway instead of a permanent residence. But this does bring us to our last few screenshots of the outside and the last screenshots of the build, which I hope you enjoyed. Bye buds, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Comment and share with your friends. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye!